So the 2014 question also merged algebra with functions, a bit like the 2013 question did. So let me zoom in. The graphs of the functions f of x equal x squared plus 2x minus 3 and g of x is equal to minus x squared minus 2x plus 3 are shown below. Identify each graph by writing f of x or g of x in the space provided. Okay, so there's two things you look at to figure out these. You look at the sign in front of the x squared term, and if that's a minus x squared, it's a sad face. And if it's an x squared or a plus x squared, it's a happy face. Okay, so that's the first clue. And then you solve the quadratic to get roots. And that's where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, so that's how you do these. That's how you figure out which function is which. There is a third way of doing it, in that you could put the function into your calculator using the f of x thing. You could put it between start at -4 to 2, and you could see where which one of these curves matches up with the function. Okay, now that is one way of doing it, but these are the better two. Okay, so straight away on this one, I can see that, you see the way that's a minus x squared? That's a sad face. And this is a plus x squared, so it's a happy face. So straight away, I can say that this is the sad face. It's a frown. And this is a happy face, because it has a smile for a function. Okay, that being the smile. Okay, so that's straight away. The longer way of doing it is to solve it. So let me do one of them for you. F of x is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Okay, to solve any quadratics, we use the guide number or the minus b formula. Okay, so let's solve this, because when I solve a quadratic, I get its roots, or its roots are where it cuts the x-axis. Which one of these two lines gives me the +2? It's this one here. So that I get x and x plus 3 minus 1. Okay, let each of the factors equal 0 and solve. Okay, and what you'll find is that these two x values that's here are where the graph cuts the x-axis. There's my -3, which is here. Here's my 1, which is here. So I'm now doubly sure that that is f of x. Okay, would I do the same thing to g of x? Yes, I would. Minus x squared minus 2x plus 3. So I need the factors of +3 this time. So +3 plus 1. Well, let me do it a different way first, because it doesn't overly work that way. I'd have to use the minus b formula. So what you do is you take the minus sign outside so that you get that. Okay, I factored out the minus sign. And what you see then is that this equation here is the same one that's inside this bracket. Okay, so the factors are the same. The graph is just reversed. Okay, so that's that first part. But like I said, you can really easily get it from the sad face and happy face if you know that. Right, part B then was the graphs of the function y is equal to hx and kx are shown below. Write down the roots of the function. So roots equals where graph cuts through the x-axis. Okay, so in that first one, So for h of x, I can see that one of the values, one of the roots is -2, and the other root is 3. Okay, now what am I doing here? Well, if you think of any quadratic, okay, x plus 2, x plus 1, x is equal to -2, x is equal to -1. So in any quadratic, you have the roots, you have the factors, and you have the quadratic itself. And the quadratic is always in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, that's any quadratic. Okay, so this is kind of like a backwards question. So what they've done is they've given you the roots. You then have to form the factors, and you form the factors by bringing that sign over here. And then you form the quadratic by multiplying it out. Okay, so it's backwards. Normally they give you the quadratic and they ask you to find the factors or solve it. Okay, but this is backwards. So there's my roots. Let's form the factors. So that -2 would have been over here. So that would have been +2 before you solved it. And this factor, that +3 would have been over here. So it would have been a -3 before you solved it. Okay, and then how do I multiply it out? Well, you can do it as such if you've been taught, or you can go x by everything in the second bracket plus 2 by everything in the second bracket. So what am I doing there? X by everything in the second bracket, and then plus 2 by everything in the second bracket. Okay, and then you multiply it out. So it's x by x is x squared, x by -3 minus 3x, plus 2 by x plus 2x, plus 2 by -3 is -6. Okay, the two terms in the middle always tidy, so that you get x squared -3 plus 2 is -1x minus 6. So that is what they are calling h of x. Okay, so that's the quadratic there. Okay, and then you do the same thing for the other one. I'll just switch to blue for the other one. So what are they calling that one? K of x. So its roots are x is equal to -3, x is equal to 2. Form the brackets. He would have come over here to be x plus 3 when it was the factor before I found the roots or solved it. And then I need to multiply it to get the quadratic. Okay, so how am I doing that? Well, I'm splitting the first, what I'm doing there is splitting that first bracket so that it becomes x by everything in the second bracket. Do you see it? Then I'm going back for the +3 by everything in the second bracket. Okay, so then x by x, x squared, x by -2, minus 2x, plus 3 by x, plus 3x, plus 3 by -2 is -6. I know I'm finished multiplying by this x once the bracket closes. So I multiply everything from once the bracket opens till once the bracket closes by what's on the outside. Same with the 3. Both of these is multiplied by the 3. And then just like before, the 2 in the middle will always cancel, will always tidy. So I get x squared -2 plus 3, and this one is plus x minus 6. So that is k of x. Okay, so then to fill in your answer, the roots of h of x are where x is equal to -2, x is equal to 3, and the equation x squared minus x minus 6. The roots of k of x, where x is equal to -3, x is equal to 2, and the equation x squared plus x minus 6.